Hey, welcome to Kaspa Daily Pulse. Here's what the Kaspa community's been buzzing about today. First up, a big chunk of the chat was basically screaming, "Builders, builders, builders." People were pushing the idea that hackathon registration and dev participation is the real scoreboard right now, even more important than a Binance or Coinbase listing in their eyes. There was also some practical hustle talk. If you've got a real X account with reach, post about the hackathon and consider paying for boosts. Stuff like 3,000 to 5,000 views for €50 came up. Underneath the noise, the vibe was, don't inflate stats, but do amplify real momentum. Next highlight, the vProgs rabbit hole went deep. A bunch of folks were correcting misconceptions and trying to get everyone on the same mental model. Execution happens off-chain, and Kaspa nodes basically just see proofs. They argued that worries like higher node requirements, new attack surface, and storage nightmares were overblown, because only a tiny commitment state hits L1. Not an entire smart contract state. Translation: they were hyped that programmability can exist without turning the chain into some bloated on-chain computer. That led straight into a spicy ecosystem debate. Some people were dunking on same old L2/EVM approaches. There was chatter that Sparkle is basically dead in the water waiting on ZK proofs, and that Aspect and company are working on vFrogs now. The killer app theme kept popping up. Lots of folks think only vProgs can be the thing that truly shocks the market, not another familiar L2 playbook. Third, there was a mini roadmap moment. Someone casually dropped that a Covenant hard fork is on the horizon, with testnet in around 3 months and mainnet a couple months after that, framed as a way to keep builders busy while vProgs continues marching forward. People even floated the idea of community funding for dev work, but admitted it's probably a tough ask right now. And finally, on price mood without price claims, people were like, why are we green? Is there news? And the only news anyone could point to was BOJ CPI coming in lower than expected, plus a whole macro spiral about rate hikes, yen carry trade, and the classic QT versus QE confusion. That's it for today's Pulse. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Catch you then.